in God's image. So God is light, so we've talked about this before. God is light, God is love, and God is fire, and
Spirit.
God is spirit. Now, if you kind of took all those, you could say, if it's light, then it's love. If it's spirit, then it's love. If it's spirit, then it's light. If these things are one and the same, these are things that God says He is. So God is light. Let's start with that. So God being light, and I'm going to be jumping ahead because we're going to get to a slide in a moment with that. But if God is light, that is energy. And Einstein showed us that with his formula, E equals mc squared, that everything that is matter, even the air that we can't see, the small molecules, it doesn't matter. Whatever matter there is, it is energy. So everything is energy. Everything has a frequency. So we were talking about, is our frequency spiritual? Well, my understanding of this would be that if it's energy, then it's spirit. Jesus said that the rocks were going to cry out if the people were silenced. Everything has a spirit, everything has a frequency, everything is energy, everything has a life on it. Now, we're going to obviously connect and communicate with different things at different levels, but I am under the impression, my personal belief is that everything is spirit. It's not that we engage with everything like we do God or the angels or one another, not at all. God obviously is the highest frequency, and then it says that we are a little lower than Him. And then you've got all the other levels, which we're going to look at some ideas of those other levels here shortly. But frequencies to me are extremely spiritual. And if we could begin to understand them, then we can begin to walk within a realm where we are able to, I don't want to say control them, because that sounds a little manipulative. And I don't want, to me, we need to be working with the frequencies, because we ourselves are a frequency. Our body and organs are made up of different frequencies, but that creates one frequency of that I am, and a frequency that Adina is, a frequency that you are. So there's all these different frequencies. And to understand that all of this is God, one in God, is quite extraordinary, to understand that we are all one in that sense, but I'm not God, because He is His own frequency. So just some thoughts as we step into that. There's a message which we have heard from Him, that God is light, and in Him there is no darkness at all. So it's all energy. You are the light of the world. So that's meaning you and I are the light of the world, because Christ is in us. So we want to walk in that light and be that light. It's when we don't believe that we are the light, or we don't walk in it, that we create our own darkness that we're walking in. So I don't know if you want to jump in here.
Yes, just in that sense that it doesn't mean that every frequency is a good frequency, because
Right.
we understand even a spirit, there's good spirits and there's bad spirits, and there's a twisting that the Father allows in that place of giving us free will. And so it's not that we just want to engage with every frequency and everything that's out there, that we have discernment, as we walk this out.